Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? How are you? I hope your yesterday was wonderfully blessed. I hope that you got what you wanted for presents for those that celebrate, and for those that don't. I hope you just had a good, restful day.
Yes.
Now, today we are going live and we're opening up the lines. If you are out there, and Baby Clone will tell you what we will be, any one of these subjects we'll talk about. But as for Baby Clone and I, we'll just give gobbly and goop for an hour. And anyone wants to call, you can call within that hour. And Baby Clone is going to tell you the topics that are open for discussion.
Yes, so in discussion for today's live, we're going to be talking about Blueface on Shannon Sharp. And we're going to be talking about Diddy and his prison sentencing. We're going to be talking about the Benefers, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, Jada Pinkett Smith and Brother Bilal, Tamar and Medicis and Yandy, Nicki Minaj, MAGA, and her social media. New Year's Eve is just around the corner, and something special is also happening. Kai Cenat and his mental health. Jordan Woods and Sister Wives.
Wow, we got a lot to cover. Now, like I said, we're not going to recover all those things, but the line is open to every last one of those things. You want to come in and make your opinion about, and even the housewives. If you want to comment and vent about something and want to say how you feel, you are welcome. Now, with me, this is what I want to talk about. Now, just one of the topics is, we were up late last night, and a very faithful follower of ours, LaWill, sent us about Gordon. That's her name, Gordon Woods?
Jordan
Woods. And I think after that, or was it was after that Tamar was up.
We have found that out after Tamar was up.
Right. She was up. How long was she up?
Oh, Tamar could have been up for at least a good hour. She was up about 2 a.m, then got off about 3.
It was that late?
Yes.
Just talking.
In the morning.
And I don't understand what you're talking about, because Medici came out and said that him and Yandy's not married, which I thought they weren't, because Yandy had that whole thing on Love and Hip Hop and made it look like it, but he was going to prison, and a part of it, from what I understand back in those days, if I'm getting this right, so was that she didn't want she didn't want to be involved in paying any of his fines. As being a wife, they may hold her, and she didn't want to do that. That's why they had a mock wedding. But I thought, the wedding was real and everything, but it was never real. I knew that then, but I thought maybe in the years I left, they had gotten married, went down to the Justice of the Peace and tied the knot. But unfortunately, they never did. And so Medici comes out and say that him and been chilling, and I don't understand
why now.
Well, he don't have anything to lose. I guess he's like, you know what? I've been with Tamar. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to deny that.
That rumor has
I'm not ashamed. Yeah, this rumor's been out for a while. And I thought that she said that she was with this billionaire, or multi-millionaire. And she was in his house. And from what I understand, she spent Christmas at home.
Yep.
Her and her son.
Yep. She said she was single.
Eating a 7-Up cake that didn't taste right.
Yep.
What'd you get out of that?
That she was just having a home just a family day, just chilling with her loved ones and people that want to spend time with her.
Yeah.
It seemed like.
So what do you want to talk about? That's what I had to say about Tamar. Now, please, and anything you want, and we're just picking things randomly to just chit chat about.
Yes. Now, what I really want to talk about
Go
is the backlash that Nicki Minaj is continuing to get
Oh,
with
yeah.
her Turning Point
Mm.
USA at America
Mhm.
Fest, just winter solstice to be exact.
Mhm.
And since then, she has now deleted her social media.
She has?
Yes, she has. Her Instagram is no longer up. I'm not sure if she had a TikTok previously, but she's just gone MIA. And I think that's just because of what everyone's saying about her. And I guess she doesn't
Don't
want,
hide now, sis.
yeah, but she doesn't want to hear the backlash. She needs to take
Hey,
a little
you.
woosah.
I get it, but you can't hide now, sis. Too late. You put it out there,
That's true.
and to
Couldn't
me,
take the heat or the smoke.
and to me, it's nothing wrong with speaking your piece.
No, not at all.
I mean, she did it. She did it. Did she do it?
She did do it wholeheartedly and without. And actually, speaking of which, that is a good transition. Speaking of Nicki Minaj, speaking out about Nigeria, just yesterday, Donald Trump had launched a U.S. missile strike on ISIS in Nigeria because, according to Trump, innocent Christians were being killed. And so because of that, in order to disrupt what was going on over there in Nigeria, he sent a missile. So it seems like Nikki was talking about something when she was sitting up there talking about Nigeria right next to Erica Kirk.
Wow. There you have it. I just zipped it off and started doing something. Go ahead, babe. Go keep talking.
I have no idea.
Keep talking for me, babe. I was just
but
got
was
caught up doing something. Go ahead.
Oh, that was pretty much all I had to do. That's pretty much all I had to say about Nicki Minaj. There really wasn't much more to say about her in that
we're just going over the topics briefly. And like I said, we're here because we really want to get people to call in, people to even show up and listen. It's going to happen. We believe it. It's going to happen. So in the meantime, we just show up and we'll stay at least 2 hours if somebody call. If not, we stay an hour and we ready for anything. So anyway, I want to talk about what's up.
Oh, okay. No, I was going to say what I was going to talk about while you was over there fiddling.
Oh, I'm finishing. May I?
Yes.
I want to talk about Kai.
Okay.
He hasn't come back to work. No. And this is what I personally think. I think he is burnt out. I think he got so big, so huge.
He did burn out.
That the influencers, the creepy crawlers, no offense to Ray J. When Ray J started entering and I saw some of the stuff he was doing and it was just out of character, out of pocket for him, I knew that he was in the process of signing some kind of soul deal, making some kind of soul tie. Now, as you all know, you follow me, I am a conspiratist. And I wouldn't say it if I didn't believe it was true or some truth to it. He just started getting caught up. And then, his being with women were always questionable.
Yes, that's true.
But now after that, they were saying he's gay and it got to be a mess. Then we heard that he had a girlfriend and apparently she had problems. And even though what I think he's going through, I don't know. He looks different. He chopped off his locks.
Yes, he did.
Who knew? Because when DDG's chopped off his locks, he was like, oh my God, you did it. So now he did that. And a lot of times I remember, I'm growing my locks over, but I remember my locks was all the way down past my buttocks, past that. And I remember when I had my breakup, my last relationship, I was devastated. It just that my hair became so heavy and it bothered me. And people said, why don't you cut half or some? I had so much, I couldn't bear it. I had to cut it all off. I mean, I had new growth. I had like about some new growth up there, not much, but I had new growth. And so I cut it and I just put the activator and just wear it in that curly with those gloves. I did. And maybe if I have a picture, I'll put one up there, but later so you can see. So I say all that to say, sometimes when people really going through something really heavy or dark, they cut their hair.
Yeah, we see.
They cut their hair. You see, even women cut their hair to a low cut. It's just something about the hair to me that is energy, that it just done collected, and it starts weighing you down, messing with your sleep, messing with your body, that you have to get rid of it. This is my opinion. Now, there are people who maybe go through all those stages and never ever cut it off and just let them fall out. Let them fall out, because they will do that. They come to their own, and some people just don't. But me, they were so heavy. And I had sister locks, but they were so heavy when they were wet. And when you sleeping, I felt like I was laying on ropes. It was just not for me.
Yeah, I have a question. Since we're here and we're talking about Kai Cenat and his mental
That's
health.
how I got on. I went around and started talking. Thank you, baby.
Yes, I want you to do a reading on Kai Cenat and his mental health, just real quick. Just pull 3 cards.
Okay.
You know, just pretend I'm that caller, ring, 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 calling in. Could you do a reading on Kai Cenat?
Okay.
Yes, thank you. You've been talking about wanting to do one.
I don't want to do, but I wanted to do an extensive reading on him, because
this will be a little crazy.
I'm just saying that the one thing that he said that bothered me is the fact that he said that he was afraid.
Okay.
And I'm taking that afraid to mean getting lost in a system.
I totally understand. Yep.
Losing his identity.
Yep. Getting lost in the sauce.
And I said to Baby Crone, how can people scream every day, 24 hours a day, no break other than to eat in front of the camera, go to the bathroom in front of the camera, everywhere you go? Is that what streaming? 24 hours.
Yep, 24 hours.
And I think now Blueface is streaming.
Yes, he is.
So what do they do when they stream? What is stream?
Yep, whatever they do to entertain people, they can.
Yeah, do they do it for do they do it for 4 hours, or they do it for all day?
You can do as long as you want.
I remember getting up all times and seeing Kai Cenat on TV.
Yeah. You can, most typical people that are normally sane do it for a few hours. But if you want to be on that extreme end and get the attention,
where you may take 4 hours, take a nap, and come back on. That's how I thought Kai Cenat lived on there.
Yeah, some people do live on there.
And I was thinking the same thing about DDG. He slowed up.
Yeah, he did.
But now Blueface is like that to me.
And he does anything. Like, he was up there doing
who is he?
Blueface. It was kind of an awkward stream towards the end, because him and Jaden Alexis wasn't really talking in the stream. But
they were talking. What you picked the vibe?
Yeah, I picked a vibe.
What was the vibe you picked?
That they aren't vibing, that it's just really strictly business. You know, we're just co-parents.
Is anything wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I was just hoping.
So you didn't. I didn't see no sexual.
I just wish they was a little bit more friendlier.
I thought they were. You remember she said she's not much of a talker like that.
Okay.
I thought they got along. Oh, because they weren't talking. They didn't meet her expectations. Okay. Well, I felt like they got along good. The only negative thing I had about it, when she was cutting the son's hair, she kept on saying, "You better not cut my son's hair. I don't think women should do that. You know, they should be like mine. That's our child." And men are so used to women saying that they need you back. You need to, when they started, you need to back it up, especially when you watching them, caring for them. You need to say, it's my child too.
Yep.
My son. Y'all need to fix that. It's not okay for women to go around unless the fathers did meet and don't want the child or whatever.
Yeah,
but if the father want the child and love the child, I don't know. I think money has become the root of all of this, and it's crazy. I think I don't want to pick, but I'm going to pick. If I don't like the first card, okay. Should I pick or what?
Yeah, you pick.
Oh,
I
the
see that.
9.
Like he's content with what he has, but he's almost there at the stretch. Like he could.
I don't want to
Gain
think it.
another
Can you
level.
see it? Is it blurry? Is it?
Yeah, I
I'm
can
trying
see
to get it away from the light.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Beckoning it, maybe even asked for it, and now that he's got it. Ooh,
Okay.
surrounded by 2 queens.
What I see for Consonant is with this 9, it seems like someone that has it all together. It seems like somebody got their ducks in a row, emotionally, physically. Everything seems like everything is just wonderful. Wonderful. I'm together. I'm living my life. I'm doing what I want to do. But all at the same time, you see that blue? That could represent water.
Yeah.
It could represent the sky. But whatever it is, it lets me know that the table is on it. And whatever it is, it's like a curtain. So it's not really stable. So this card makes me feel like it wants to give the appearance that it's okay. It wants to give the appearance that I got it all together. But in this case, it isn't. Because when I look back at his past, I see the king, the queen of swords. That means mentally. And when you see blue, blue has to deal with mental. So I think he's being mentally challenged, mentally tempted, mentally to have to being afraid of making the wrong move, or I'm getting the sense that he's afraid because this is a sword, and because it's a sword and some beckoning as a demand, as the sword is up, it's mental and it's the cut. And I think his fear comes from contracts, pushing over the edge, what they want him to promote. And I think inside of all of it, we've seen it with Rachel, he got lost in that because I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
I said, why would he be doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Geez, he gave. I mean, it was always questionable.
It was. It really was.
But with Ray J, it's like, why would you want that?
Yes.
And it wasn't until he did his interview that I began to see he's growing up.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like a man. He doesn't look like a handsome man. And he just a beautiful chocolate chip cookie, just handsome, honestly. Yeah. And he was mature, and he was what is it? De jour. What's that word? He was demure. When he leaned over, he was sexy, hot. He was just cute, good looking. Mm-hmm. He didn't look like a little kid. So that let me know he was going through some growing stages. Here he is very rich. And one of the things is that he been like contracts, getting him to the top, what it's entail, what he got to give up. But I think on the outcome card, everything you get, it comes with some kind of sacrifice. And even though they both are queens, but as you see, he's in the middle of the queen. Yeah. In the middle of doing it her way, could be coming back to your roots, stepping away from it, give your mental a break, looking back at his past, saying, no, because the past is the past, but it's so forward, it's looking at you. Rest, think, regroup, reboot, start over, think wisely, take a rest. That's what I think is here, coming from his past, looking at where he's from, what he's been, and his future is like, but look at the lucrative money. What can you make? And I think between that, he's stuck in the middle and wobbling back and forth to when I emerge again. When I emerge, I feel as though he's saying he doesn't want to be the same. Right. He made that clear when he cut his locks off. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because when he cut his locks off, he was stressed then. Yes. Because he let that basketball player. James. And isn't LeBron James gay?
That's a good question.
I'm not saying he is.
With him about
I
that.
thought that he was gay. I did. He may not be gay, guys. I just thought because he was on the show with Wasn't he on there? Unless I'm getting my shows mixed up. Wasn't he on there with Ray J?
I think so at one point.
LeVon J. Is he gay?
No, he is not.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What it say? Briefly.
It says no NBA superstar LeBron James is not gay. He's been in a long-term relationship
Okay.
with his wife.
Okay. Wonderful. That's good. That's good. I just wanted to put it out there. So it's just, I was just saying, I don't know, but I don't, because I think Ray J, I don't even remember because I get so much stuff mixed up. But nevertheless, getting back to my reading is stuck between the money.
Mm-hmm.
If he does the things that he does and start over from where he's from, I think he doesn't want to do that anymore. And he's figuring, if I let that go, I got to put something great so they'll follow me to the next phase.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel as though he's going through growing pains, and growing pain is painful. And I think it's money on the table. And I think that he's turning down contract, things that he would do. I think he wants to go in another direction because he said that he loved what? Streaming?
Yeah.
Did he say that? No, he said he loved, he wants some new content. What did he say?
Yes, he wants to, he loves creating, and he wants to branch out into other outlets, especially fashion and some other things.
That's what he said. He did not say he want to go back to streaming.
Mm-mm.
He did not say that. I'm not saying he won't, but I am clear he didn't. Hopefully this card will be the answer to whatever it is. He's in conflict between the things that he wants and the things that are offering.
Well, at least all 4 elements are out.
That lets you know, oh yes. And they are all, and it's so wonderful because he got 2 strong cards. He's got air on one side and earth on the other.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got material gain in his future. And he's got remember where you come from, your struggle. Yeah. Don't get lost. You know when to rest. He's got his past guiding him. And in the middle of it, he's sitting there like somebody got it all together, but he's struggling. He's struggling, and I really feel a new identity.
Okay.
He's growing up. I think he wants something, he's serious. I think he wants something fun and funny, but I think he wants to be taken a little bit more seriously. What do you think, baby?
Especially because if creating is his love and his joy and his passion, he would want to be taken seriously. Like, don't think of me as just the jokester or somebody who always has somebody on his show to do something stupid and funny. He wants to be taken serious as a creative.
Yeah, or exposing all his life out there, or being hyped all the time, because this is the first time I saw him that he was not hyped. I actually, for the first time, when he did his to tell us why he wasn't, that was the first time I saw him as a man. I'm not even putting young in it.
Yep.
Just a man, not a little kid. And it had nothing to do with his locks. It's just, wow, you are so cute. No, don't say cute. Cute is for babies and monkeys.
Handsome.
He is so handsome that you just want to say, you're cute. That he is so handsome. Oh, chocolate, cute, sexy thing. And so I just see that he's changing, even his look.
Yes.
I even thought that he have a little mustache, I think. I'm not sure.
Could be growing.
I just know he's growing up. He's 24 years old. And he just had a birthday. So he's going on 24, and he have a dream. And what I see here is he's warring against what was and what is to come, and how he wants to handle it and where he wants to go in, because this thing truly lets me know it was really eating at his mind. This was something he was really broken down about. He really went into, this is not, it may come off lightly, but it is not lightly. He probably even got therapy. This was not a joke, because he shut down his whole business. That's his livelihood. So this is something where he was getting help. He needed it, and he needed a vacation.
And he's still on vacation.
And so with the outcome, the whole outcome, whatever this is, ready for change. What was that pencil there?
Yeah,
What was ready for new adventures with the money I have. I want new adventures. I want to do something new. I want to do something different. It's not like he won't go back to streaming, but I don't think he wants that. I think he wants to be a producer. I think he wants to make movies, and he's talented. And now that he realized he could do that, he's starting to realize I can do a lot of things.
Yes.
And maybe it just it just seems like Kai wants something new. He's just growing up.
Yes.
And changing who he is. And he's got business and new adventures on his plate. And that's a 7 too. And so that means he's working on something that is miraculous. He's working on something that he really wants to surprise us and hope that he likes it. And that's my read.
Yes.
Unless you got something to add.
Yeah, last thing I just wanted to add was the fact that looking at all the cards that you pull, I don't see a single card that symbolizes movement. Everybody's at a standstill, maybe besides that card with friction, but even then they're all kind of like standing, just like kind of like fighting like this. So it's like nobody's really moving or in motion. They're just
You're
like
right.
taking a
Everyone is just standing and taking a breather. From the queens on their throne to him sitting on a wooden bench to him standing leaning on his pole to the fact that he's warring inside with his creative energy. He's just warring with probably people around him.
Yeah.
What do you call them? Managers and producers, his team, and the outer forces that want, because when they see that you became big, they coming in for that money. So because he's marketable. And so you see the fight that's around him and what he's dealing with. And it's very emotional. Very, very emotional. But he is getting better. He is getting better. I like to say he went on a long vacation.
Yes,
he went on a hiatus. Did you like that?
I did like that.
If you want a reading, call in. Because next week it's going to be all about readers. All about reading.
Yeah, to bring
for
in
the
that
new
year.
year.
Oh, well, speaking of which, 2026 is going to be unveiling a new ball this year, and they call it the Constellation Ball.
Join us as
Yes.
we go live New Year's Eve. We'll probably come on the air about 12 o'clock. 11. I'm sorry,
Eastern Standard
11,
Time.
and go off at about a little after 12.
12. Yep, we're going to bring in the news.
We're going to bring in the news. That's our plan,
Share that
guys.
with us.
Share with us, please. You know. Yeah.
Yep. We always want to give back to you guys because we're so thankful and we love and appreciate you guys
Right.
for always supporting, watching us. Even if you don't tune in live, you guys get those live numbers
You
up.
get those numbers up for us, and we thank you so much. And we kind of knew that it wouldn't be so busy because of the holidays.
Yes.
We know. And that is no excuse, but you know, you're resting, you know,
like we said,
chilling.
90 days.
90 days. We got 90 days. And hopefully, I'm every day, I just be saying, don't miss a day, don't miss a day. Don't miss a day. Don't miss a day. That's all I think about, and get these 90 days. Because if I miss, I still have to start with the 90 days. So this makes how many? 8?
I'll have to check. No, we're definitely past 8.
Really?
Yes, I'll check how many we are at. Actually, I'll do that right now real quick.
We are more than 8?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Let me know if it's 10. Yes.
Let's see. Did we start this 2 months ago?
I don't know. I don't know, but I was told.
Okay, yes. I believe we started this 2 months ago.
YouTube files are made of gold.
3.
Can I get a halo, 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 halo? See that girl up on the hill, honey, honey. See that girl up on the hill.
11. I think this is the 12th episode.
Playing around.
Yeah, so we're at 12 episodes.
Really?
Yes. There might be a repeat in there from when we did a live. So it's either 11 or 12 episodes. that we've done so far.
Counting this one,
Counting this one.
we're moving. It
Yes.
takes time. It
10
takes
down,
time.
80 more to go.
This is all I want for this station. I mean, for this is people to comment, call in, and talk about what they want to talk about. Of course, when it happens, if it, we'll have, everybody can have at least 1 minute to say what they have to say, or if it's not, I was trying to time it like 2 minutes and the timer will go off. So it's like, oh, time is up, or I'll let you know you have 15 seconds. We may get a stopwatch.
Okay.
Just to keep it in order, because I see one day people want to be wanting to make opinions, and we can give them like 2-minute intervals. What do you think?
Yeah.
Because I think 1 minute could be long, but you can get a lot said in 2 minutes. And we'll start, the clock is tick. We'll call it the clock. Beat the clock. You
Now,
got 2 minutes. You like that?
I do. Now, I want to mention something that is completely random.
Yeah.
So, because it's the New Year's, no, it's not the New Year's yet, but the New Year's is right around the corner. I'm in the process of cleaning out my phone, doing that winter cleaning, clearing up some space, and honestly redesigning my phone layout because it's time for a fresh new vibe look anyway.
Okay.
And apparently the iPhone has a new update called iOS 26.2, and it has a new design. It's a slick design. They call it the glass bubble, and I'm really loving it. It's a fresh new look to the iPhone. It gives the icons a different feel.
Do I have it?
No, you haven't updated your phone yet. But if you look at it, the way the bubbles look a bit differently. They have this little ridge around them. I don't like the way my home screen looks like, but you see, if you have like a notification or these bubbles, they have that glassy appearance.
I don't see no bubbles.
With the little white little rims around it at the...
I see. It's the small things that throw people.
Yes, it is. And then the way the iMessages look, I also like as well. But yeah, I'm just glad for this new look and new design to bring to the new year. And it seems like Apple themselves is revamping their look. They even said that iOS needs to be updated and revamped for the new year.
Well, that's wonderful news.
Yes. Now, speaking of New Year's and people out there, we have Brother Bilal and Jada Pinkett Smith having a lawsuit going on between them because Jada Pinkett has allegedly threatened Bilal's life. So he's suing her for...
Wait a minute, Jada Pinkett threatened Bilal's wife?
Life.
Oh, life. I was like, I don't think so. Right.
No, threaten his life. So because of that, he is suing her. I think it was for $3 million.
I don't know. Can you sue for a threat?
Listen, he had other reasons to... You're right. That's a good question. But he does have a lawsuit out there against Jada Pinkett. So it seems like they got a tit for tat that they're going to be going through in the next couple of months or however long this takes.
And I think he's mad, if I understand, it's because of Jada Pinkett that will let him go.
Yep, that's where it all stemmed from.
That's what I think. And he said a lot of things, that she was on drugs, she's gay, she doesn't want Will because his number is very small. Hey, there are a lot of women that like small women and men. If I was going in that direction, which I don't know, if I was a man, the smaller the better.
Yep, true.
If you know what I mean. Because I can't imagine. Ooh, jeez.
Yeah. Also out there in news, did we talk about the Kardashians?
No.
Okay. Well, what's going on with the Kardashians? What should have
Kimberly passed. Is that the one about Kimberly failing her test?
No.
Well, anyway, you could talk about Kimberly. As you all know, she took the bar, and it showed a clip of her failing, and she was very disappointed. And her son hugged her. You didn't see it?
No.
Oh, her son hugged her, and her mother was like, oh, she was really sad about it. And she really thought that she was going to do it. She knew that she said because of the essay, she knew she was going to fail. She didn't know she was going to fail, but she knew that that would be the tough part. So she couldn't have thought she was going to fail if she was disappointed. So I think she thought that I'll make it barely, but I'll make it. But she failed, and she was bummed out about that. And her son, Saint, hugged her, and Chloe was there. The mother was there, and I think Courtney called.
Oh, okay.
But of course they didn't let us hear all the conversation because Courtney said, do I need to come over? Or something like that.
Well,
So
like
she had, they care about each other. Courtney and Kim, you just gotta,
sister beef.
It's just, to me, Courtney is not like Chloe. Chloe seems like when it comes down to Kim, I love you so much, I'll just drink your bath water, even though that's her sister. The other sister is, God. You're not better than me. You're a workaholic. I loathe your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Polar opposite.
I loathe the way you work so hard. You shouldn't work so hard, Kim. I don't know how she talked, but it's so slow. Yeah.
Yep, so effortless.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so that happened with Kim recently. However, I was going to talk about the Christmas holidays and how people are out here talking about Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner, and if their relationship is PR or if they're really still together and they're just keeping the relationship out of the limelight, because the tradition of the Kardashian gingerbread house, guess whose name was right there on top on the roof? Timothy's name. So everybody's like, oh my God, that means Timothy's totally a part of the Kardashians' lifestyle if they got his name on the roof. So
just give us something to talk about. That's all they do. Just give us something to talk about. When it's boring, you can always go to Timothy and Holly.
So tell me, do you think that both Kylie and Timothy could be using each other? Because if it gets boring for the Kardashians, let's spark some drama.
I think that they use them. She could use them for sex. She could use them to say, I got a boyfriend in Hollywood. Maybe he opened doors. Maybe he teaching her how to act. I don't know. I have no idea. Because honestly, he looks mature, but he got a body of a little kid to me.
That is true.
I do not find him a sex symbol at all. He's so lanky and tall.
He doesn't even match with Kylie. Honestly.
She looked like she's the mom. She looks so thick compared to him. She looks good.
She does.
He look emaciated, and she in love with that skinny man. I'm gonna call him Skinny Man.
Yeah,
he's a skinny man, but he's attractive. He's got a very hard look about him.
Okay.
But it's sexy. But his body is. What do you think? It's Skinny Man.
It is definitely skinny. It's lanky, just like they like their women in the industry. So they're trying to tailor their men to that fit that.
But he don't fit. He can never fit. He could go and be a GQ model and be great, but he could not be the most sexiest man in the world. Absolutely. Not at this point. No. Maybe when he's 35, he'll get a little bit thicker.
I don't even think they ever labeled somebody the most sexy.
Yes.
No, I know they have, but have they ever been as skinny as?
No.
Okay, so I'm just like, I don't even think
they just be nice built,
right?
Just
they got
like
some meat on them.
Yeah, like they don't look like a slinky.
Bones.
Yeah, he looked like he emaciated. It looked like he don't eat out of stress. You know what I mean? Yeah, and he could be everything if it's not nailed down. He'll probably inhaling food. I don't know. But he looks so emaciated to me. And when you compare him to Kylie,
yes.
Ooh.
She's all robust, fruitful.
She's like so robust. and sexy and hot. And it's like, what you doing with that body? You can't even lift her legs. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, but that's what it looks like. And she's not a big girl, but she's curvy and sexy and nice. It just seemed like he after he have a night where he like, you know, it just, I mean, it may not be that way.
Yeah, I get it though.
But he just seemed like he needs somebody a little bit more petite. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Speaking of people and their looks out there, we briefly talked about Blueface, but Blueface was on Shannon Sharp's show, Club Shay Shay. And I have to tell you guys, it's been a while since I've seen Club Shay Shay, and Shannon looks like he's aged a bit, honestly.
He had a gray, or maybe he wasn't coloring. He's not coloring. He had gray in his hair, and he had gray in a beard. And I'm like, Shannon don't have the bald face no more. He going and hiding, you know.
Yep. After that whole lawsuit,
humiliating ritual he gonna send himself through, getting caught up. Yeah. Man, you was on the way.
You was on the way.
You and Oko.
Yep, Ocho Cinco.
And you messed up. But all is forgiven. Yeah. And we are not talking about you anymore. But the aftermath is there for a long, long time.
Yes.
You know.
Now, also out there, we have Diddy's team is out here trying still with the court system with another appeal. They're never going to give up on those appeals, guys. They're going to keep appealing until they can't appeal no more.
Isn't this his last appeal?
I don't know.
Wouldn't it be his third appeal? I thought you only allowed so many.
Oh, I feel like at this point he's like had at least 5 appeals.
From what I understand, I don't know how true it is. From what I understand, Diddy family wants to move out of the country and move to Africa. And I heard the mother too. That's what I heard. I mean, I don't know how true that is at all. I have no idea if it's true. But what do you think?
Yeah, that's the rumor and news out there. Hey, we know some other celebrities that did that, just like Ellen DeGeneres and her significant other.
And they want to come back. I think they came back or want to come back because of the wife wanting a job or wanting to get back into the business, show business.
Yeah.
What else we have?
Some other things we have out here in the news. We're almost finished with our list. we are busting through it, guys.
We were just naming, these are all the things that people could call in, and that's what we'll do. We're going to name at the top. These are the things that we're going to be talking about, and you can call in and talk about any one of those things, and it's still not too late.
Yes. Another couple out here is Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. This is all around the Christmas holidays and Christmas seasons. So they were out spending time with, I believe, Ben's son, because I don't think Benifer has any children together.
No.
Oh, okay. So
they weren't together long enough, but no.
Okay. Well, Jennifer Lopez was out chilling with Ben and his son just for the holidays.
Really?
Yes.
She loved that man. Why do you think she's still there fooling with him?
I thought she was done. I thought she got through the wreckage of Ben Affleck.
She like, nope. And I'm speaking of Ben, I think it was a Stephen King movie that they wanted Ben Affleck to play in. I think it was him. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Steven Spielberg. I'm not sure. But nevertheless, years ago, the story goes that allegedly, if I'm not messing it up, the story goes that he went over to Spielberg's house for something.
Okay.
And Steven and his son was in the pool, and his son pushed Ben Affleck in the pool. And Ben Affleck was so upset about it that when he got out the pool, he grabbed the kid and threw the kid in the pool.
Oh my.
And for that, Steven Spielberg don't want to work with him anymore. I don't know if that was a true story, but I heard that. Another story that I heard that I don't know, you got to find a picture. Do you have the picture for it? Please put it up, because I think I sent it to you. If I don't, it's on my phone. And that is, I don't know if this is AI generated or whatever, but they have a picture of Barack holding.
Oh,
Can you put that up?
Yes, hold on. I will put that up right now because I know I
Yeah,
have it right
they
here on my
was
phone.
talking about, I sent it to you. I
Yes, you
don't know
did.
if it's AI or whatever, but I want to talk about this for a minute because they said they think that the president have found a loop to get back to being president again, if his health permits. But if that's the case, because Barack is saying, now I don't know if it's true. Put that picture up there real good,
I
and
will.
and it's on my side, right?
Yes, you want to scoot you over this way.
And make
There
sure
we
you
go.
put up there real good so they can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And they saying, do you want me to? Can they see that real good?
Yes. Oh, I'll fix that. I'll crop it some.
It says, do you want me to be president
Yes. Do you
again?
want me back as
President
president? Be
again.
honest with me.
Be honest. And I was like, that would be a good race.
It
The
would be.
Trumpster and Barack.
Mm-hmm.
Because Barack is a true Democrat.
Right.
A true Democrat.
Mm-hmm. I'm about
And-
to get it bigger for them. Hold up.
And if they're going to run again,
Mm-hmm.
that would be, I guess Barack say, because I mean, they want Harris. What's her name? Kamala. If Barack could run again, let him run for the Democratic Party. If Trump want to run, let him run for the Republican Party. But man, that would be something of a century that I lived to see that. Why? Because they both would have done 8 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I guess
So
if
to
there's a
toe.
loophole,
Mm-hmm. Why not?
because my question is, if you won, you have to serve up to 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't take me from my job when I can. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not taking up. This is what I was thinking. Think about it. When you run for president, I run. I'm in the seat. And when it turns again, say like it turns again,
Mm-hmm.
and after my 4 years, I can vote again. Why? Because I'm still in it. And if the people want me,
Right.
that's the kicker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm healthy, then should the president be able to run for the finishing of a term? I say yes. But I do think that if Barack want to run, he could run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it was good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
Mm-hmm.
And the gander is the male
goose.
Mm-hmm. So I just felt like that would be wonderful.
Yeah, they would have both the accolades to run up against each other like that.
Yes. And like I said, I don't know if that's GI generated or whatever, but it seemed like it's in an office place of somebody of an Oval Office kind of like.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Barack I don't think he belong in the White House.
No, unless he was trying to like make a replica and stage it so that way it could look believable.
Or maybe that could be his den.
You're right. He really could get the replica if he really wanted to.
Right. So I was just thinking about that. So guys, tell me what you think about that. I don't know. I mean, if Trump run again, that to me, if he runs again, and that's a part of the first you got chosen,
Mm-hmm.
and to run a second term. And I think that I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't say anything wrong with that because he got in the office.
Yeah.
Now, and I think he would have to have a physical, same thing with Barack. But I think Barack should go. And oh my God, that would be,
the battle of the lifetime.
The battle to see that both done 8 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Come on, people. And I know that a lot of people say, ew, I hate Barack. And I know a lot of people say, ew, I hate Trump. That makes it good.
Yeah, that makes it even better.
That makes it good. Why? Because I'm not invested in either at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, what do I feel about Trump? I don't feel anything. I'm just waiting to see, is he going to pull a rabbit out of the hat?
I like that.
I'm just waiting. I respect any president that's in office, and I raised baby to be the same.
Mhm.
They are the president, whether I like them or not. They are our president, and I feel as though we as a people should respect our president. You don't have to like them, but
Right.
respect our president, because the world sees how we treat our president, and I don't like that. So I don't care who's in office.
Mhm.
But I truly believe that seat should be respected, because he's representing us as a nation.
Yes.
And what I feel personally shouldn't have nothing to do with, he made it fair and square.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
And if
true.
it was the truth, I would feel the same way.
Mhm.
I
What's
feel
fair
as
is
though the
fair.
way we talk down at our president, I don't feel as though that's a good idea. And you don't have to like what I'm saying. That's cute. I mean, that's okay. But this is a station where we're building. We can speak our mind with respect,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
And that's what I feel. So if Trump run again, honestly, I hope that he does, but only if Barack can run against him.
Okay, I like that.
I just want to see that.
Yes.
That would shake, that would
that'd be
rattle
really
the
good.
nations,
Mhm.
I think. What?
Yes.
Because both of them are strongly loved and
Mhm.
strongly hated.
Yes, that's true.
Good match. Good match.
Mhm.
What do you think, Baby Chrome?
Yeah, definitely. They're a good match.
Good
and
match. Nobody can fit the run up against him
Mhm.
from the Democratic Party. Even if you don't like Barack, it would
Mhm.
be Barack.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be a Barack.
Mhm.
And let's see what the people will do.
Yep.
Because, I don't want to get into either one of what they did, what they didn't do. All I know is this time we have a rebel in the White House. And what do I mean by that? We have somebody that goes against the norm.
Yes.
That is not tradition. He goes against tradition. He is not about tradition.
Yeah.
When it's running that office, he is shaking things up. And in my own opinion, I think things need to be shaken and rattled until they are knocked to the ground, so we can build a better union,
Mhm.
so we
Yeah.
can build better laws. And if you ask me, I think that the Constitution, no, not the Constitution. Is it the Constitution? The Constitution Amendment,
Mhm.
I think it needs to be revived.
Yes.
Certain things, not all, just about 2 or 3 things. And I think that it should have the right to be renewed at least once every century.
Okay, I like that. That's
100 years. You can
Things may
glance
change by
and
then.
see what needs to change.
Mhm.
You've had 100 years, have died. Many presidents have died and
Yeah.
everything. And I think it needs to be a revamp, because we don't live in those days. You always have your regular constitution, but you have to have some amendments that fit for the modern day.
Yes.
That's what I think.
Yep.
What do you think
Mhm.
about that?
Yes.
Well, you all let me know what you
Mhm.
think.
Yes.
Can I
please.
move over, or I gotta stay here?
Oh yes, yes. You can move
All
over.
right.
Mhm.
I was all out of the, but I enjoyed that. Now,
Yes.
who else we had to talk about?
Pretty much all that's left for us to briefly talk about on this list is how people are out here talking about Stephon Diggs and Cardi B, because allegedly Stephon Diggs did not spend time with Stephon Diggs. Hello, somebody distracted me for comment.
Hello.
Yes, they
Welcome,
said hello,
welcome.
ladies. I'm late, but happy to be here. It's okay.
Happy for you to be
Thank
here, and happy Christmas. Or I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and we wishing you the best to come for the following year,
Yes.
2026.
Mhm.
So, did you want to call in?
Okay.
You have
Number
something you want to
running
say?
bottom.
The number is running down the bottom.
Mhm.
So,
But I was
Mhm.
just talking about how people are talking about Stephon Diggs did not spend the Christmas holidays with Cardi B. Yet he was out here spending the holidays with his other baby mamas.
Yeah.
So they
He did get to see the baby, but I think she said it was 12 hours later, I heard.
Oh no, it was like when he posted about the baby.
Yeah, I heard. Now, like I said, because we're getting this wrong. I heard that he posted, but after he posted, it was the 11 hours or 12 hours later when he came to see the baby.
Oh, okay.
I guess. I don't know. So what do you think about Carly B and with these
Like I
babies?
said in earlier today's episode when we was talking about Jordan Woods and Kylie Jenner. I said that Cardi B out here, just another one of the baby mamas on the list for Stephon Diggs, and that's what happens when you sign up to not be the first, but maybe be the third or fourth woman out here to have his baby. So because of that, maybe have, I don't want to say have more respect for yourself, but that's pretty much the sentiment that I have.
Yeah. So, baby Cone, read the list of all the things we were talking about
Mhm.
that they could call in and talk about anything.
Yes. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you both. Thank you.
Thank you for showing up. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you. We were talking about these things. Go ahead, baby Cone.
Yes. We had talked about Shannon Sharp.
And you can call in and talk about any of these things.
Shannon Sharp and Blueface, but also just
Blueface and Shannon Sharp.
Sharp.
He was on the Shannon Sharp show, but Blueface was the
main
prize.
topic. Yes. And also talked about his stream, talking about the Diddy and his court filings, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, Jada Pickett and Bilal lawsuit, Tamar Braxton and Mendeecees and Yandy, and that whole situation, Nicki Minaj and Turning Point USA and her social media. For speaking of the holidays, the new year's coming around and there's a new ball design for 2026 when the ball drops. We talked about Kai Cenat's mental health and also did a reading, so we'll look back at that during the replay. And then we talked about Jordan Woods' engagement and Kylie Jenner and the Kardashians. And then we just left off with Stephon Diggs and Cardi B.
So, and speaking of that, did we talk about Nicki Minaj? I don't think we talked about her.
And how she deleted her social media.
She did. Yeah, she did delete that. Yeah, she deleted it. And many people are disappointed. We'll see how that worked with the next show. We will see. Yes. Anything else over there we have to talk about? We was rolling through these things, guys.
Yes. The last two things that we pretty much have on here, which are kind of miscellaneous, is Sister Wives and how you just recently came across a video where there was a mall heist.
Yes. You can't play that.
I do have that video queued up here.
Look at this. Look at this. Yes, please. How long is it? You don't have to play all of it, but just I think you can play it. Please, am I out the way? Yes.
Okay, hold up, guys. I gotta find it. I know I have it.
You know, it makes you afraid to do things, to go out. It's just terrible. And with the inflation, the way it is, oh my God. Please watch this video.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Here it is.
I didn't add it in. Here we go.
Okay. Then Georgia.
Hold up, guys. Sorry. Wrong image popped up. There we go.
The whole thing.
Close the door. Close the door, guys. Close the door.
Is somebody screaming and crying?
I hear somebody screaming in the background. Not screaming, but yelling in the background.
What's that in?
No, there was still some more playing.
Okay, let's go ahead.
But as you see right here, that guy is one of the robbers running and sprinting from the scene.
Okay.
Yep, that was it.
That was in Georgia, right? Georgian Mall, right?
Yes.
People, when I saw that, a group of them masked, went into a jewelry store and broad daylight broke the glass.
Yes, with hammers.
Stole the jewelry. They were in the front and the back.
Yep.
And they ran off.
Organized crimes, group.
All I'm saying is, It makes you afraid to go to the mall.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you afraid to go to school. It makes you afraid to go to a movie in the dark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You never know.
When you hear these things, you just never know when mayhem is going to break out.
Mm-hmm.
And theft, and you, I'm just glad I wasn't there.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what to say about it. It was horrible. When I saw it, I was like,
Yeah,
no.
it was shocking.
Very shocking to me. Very shocking.
Mm-hmm.
And words fail me.
Yep.
It just shows we living in dangerous times,
Mm-hmm.
and there is no place safe.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, what else we have?
I did recently hear in the rumor mills, or what's going out on the streets, is speaking of these public crimes out here. The shooter for the Browns University has allegedly been found,
Good.
and / he is dead. So because of that,
Wait a minute, what, they took his life?
No, he must have died from, because allegedly the shooter was shot. So okay, somebody calling
that
in.
startled me.
Oh, for once it didn't startle me.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, fine. Where are you calling from? What state?
I'm calling from New York.
Ooh, hello, New York.
Okay, talk to us.
So I was calling because I realized when you went down the list, like you were talking about Mendices and Yandy, and it's so interesting, that situation to me, because I happen to know one of his children's mother, and I feel like I just feel like Yandy knew who she was with when she got with him. And I also know that as a person, she can be a bit of a liar. But when it comes to the whole Tamar thing also, I don't think it really excuses her behavior. I think that she knew that they were in a messy situation, and she played it up by being so bold and doing it in front of Funky Dineva, whom I think is very problematic to begin with. He has a history of being really anti-Black woman, even though the majority of his audience is Black women. And I think that he aligns himself with Black women just for opportunities, but he may not necessarily like Black women. So, and I just think that Tamar is so desperate to be around people and to have friends that she just aligned herself with someone that never liked her from the beginning. You know, I think that whole situation is sloppy.
Okay.
We hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
The Nikki, what is it, TPUSA situation?
Yes.
I'm not very surprised that she went this route. I think that Nikki is going through things in the industry, and she's looking for protection.
You do think she's looking for protection from Jay-Z?
I think she's looking for protection from Rock Nation. I think that she's going through things financially. I also think that it's a slew of other things that might be pertaining to, you know what I mean, pertaining to her husband and her brother. And I feel like she was in a situation where she's like, I'm tired of trying to go to the powers that be within the industry. It seems like she's been blocked because of Jay-Z and Rock Nation. So she's going to the opposite side. And she's like, well, everyone that aligns themselves with Trump, he listens to. All you have to do is play on his emotions. He's a narcissist. So all you have to do is just like, you know, trump him up with like just all kinds of like things that'll make him feel good about himself. Say anything that's flattering, be on the right side. And you know what? Maybe they'll help me. I think there's more going on in the background that we may not know about. And I think she's aligning herself on that side because she feels like it'll benefit her. I think it's sad though, that some of the things that she said goes against her core audience, the people that have supported her from, you know, the inception of her career. But I mean, it is what it is. I think that's what's happening. What do you think?
I have a question. How do you feel about Nicki Minaj not being a U.S. citizen?
That's what I was going to say.
I also think that has something to do with it too. I think that she's actually playing her cards right. She's like, if I align myself to this administration, they'll help me out. They'll look out for me.
Probably get her
I know
husband
that
off
she
the
mentioned
hook.
it before that she wasn't a U.S. citizen. Huh?
I didn't know she wasn't a U.S. citizen, but probably help get her husband off the hook.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was thinking her husband and possibly maybe even her brother. Remember, he's in
Right.
prison for 25 years now.
Mhm. But I heard what's her name? That she was fat. She loved Lizzo, and find that video if you can. It's on TikTok. And
Okay.
Lizzo said that in next year, in 2026, it must be something going on in Hollywood. She said there's going to be a many of people that's going to leave. I'm going to maybe
That's going to leave
that's going to leave
Hollywood,
the
or what do you
Democratic
mean?
Party. They said she pretty much be ready for it. People that you never thought of that will leave us leaving. That's what Lizzo said. You know?
I don't know. I feel like in that industry they know before we do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I feel like
Right.
once it gets to us, it's old news to them. And I
Right.
think that sometimes, and if you're looking at people of color, sometimes it's not even about being in allegiance with your people. It's more about power and control, and they will align themselves wherever they feel like they can get what benefits them. And it's no longer about the community. It's more about power and being able to continue to be in those circles, you know, have a certain lifestyle. So I wouldn't even be surprised.
Right. And like I said, you know, a lot of times when people became Democrats or Republicans, you're born into it. A lot of people never even had no choice about it. You're just born in it, and that's what you do, and that's what we do. And so people are changing, and they want it. And frankly, I don't think it's anything wrong with anybody choosing to go to a side that makes them feel comfortable. I just don't feel that one should get talked about badly for it. I think that it should be free.
I agree with you on that, but I
Yeah.
also think that you do have a responsibility with the rhetoric that you spew. I feel like also the fact that she isn't American, you don't get to come to America and then say, you know, I think Black women should love themselves, but we shouldn't have to make white women apologize for having blonde hair and blue eyes. That's never been a thing.
That's never been a thing at all.
So that's dangerous. You know, that's dangerous. And then to say it's okay for boys to be boys, it's like, what are you trying to say?
See, I never understood that. Let boys be boys. What's she saying?
To me, I just feel like, are you trying to align yourself because it's like that anti-trans movement and all of that? If that's how you feel, then that's fine. But you don't have to isolate your audience because it's contradictory to everything that you supposedly stand for as an artist when that's your core audience.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj's core audience is the LGBTI plus community and also Black women, gay kids, like it, and it's interesting for her to get on a platform and say something like that because it's like, what are you really getting at? And I just think also you have a responsibility historically when it comes to Black people in America. We have always been the ones that have been ostracized and been made to feel away when it comes to representation in Black beauty standards. Mm-hmm. So in no way ever has it been where white women have had to apologize. If anything, you need to recognize that more than 300,000 Black women have lost their jobs within a year span. And why is that? You understand? So when you have such a huge platform like that and they're using you as a token because they understand your impact, they don't even like you because people after that meeting pulled up some of the stuff that Erica Kirk's deceased husband, Charlie Kirk, said. Mm-hmm. And he did not like her. He felt like she was a bad influence. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, if that's how you feel and you want to be a Republican and you're on the conservative side, that's fine. But also you do have a responsibility regardless to be mindful of the things that you say. And don't try to isolate the very people that supported you when you were first coming out and helped build your career to now align yourself with the powers that be. That I have a problem with. I think people gloss over that fact. That's very important. And, you know, I just feel like she's in deep water because I honestly think they're using her as a pawn. And I think right now it might look like a shiny coin, but I feel like it's going to end up biting her in the butt, honestly.
I think it's going to do that with her, with the people that follow her. She still have as the way I understand it, she still has a huge following.
Of course. I mean, you can't really, you know how they say cancel culture? It's not really a thing. I mean, people are so flaky. One minute they like you, one minute they don't.
That's
Yes.
true.
But what I'm saying is like, if you really somebody, like for me, I feel like if I was an artist and I had music and I was out there and I had a platform, if I really cared about the fans, the people that support me, there's just certain things that I wouldn't say that would go against them. You understand?
Yes.
So yeah, you might be able to have more conservative fans. But what about the fans that held you down and that supported you when you were just Onika from Queens, and then you started your career and you parlayed it into Nicki Minaj? You understand what I'm saying? So
Yes.
yeah, okay, you get new audience members, and there are people that like what you're saying, but you ostracize your core audience, the people that supported you from the start. What does that say about you? Are you just all about the money? Are you just all about what benefits you? You understand? Like, there does have to be some accountability. Nobody says you can't be Republican, you can't be Democratic, or
Absolutely.
you can't even be independent. There's some people that don't vote. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe in
Absolutely.
either party. But
Right.
my thing is, you should still recognize your influence and be conscious and cognizant of the things that you say and the people that you ostracize and isolate,
Mhm.
especially when they're your core audience, the people that are your core supporters. That speaks more about her than anything else. So if people don't want to follow her because of what she did, just like she has a right to represent herself and say that's what she wants to do, people have a right to say, I don't mess with you anymore. And I'm unfollowing you. You know, it's two sides to a coin.
But what she said was pretty much let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you because I go.
She sure
She didn't
did.
say
And you know
that, but
what?
that's
We'll
what
see how
she
that
said.
happens for her.
Say that again?
Yeah. I said, yeah, she surely did through actions, right? So
Yeah,
I
through
said,
her,
you
and
know,
she pretty
ultimately,
much said, let them go. Like, it's like she
yeah.
considered all of this. I don't know if
To
she's
me, it
giving
seems
up
like she just
music.
said, ta-ta.
Do you think she could be giving up music?
I hope not.
I don't think so. I
Okay.
really don't think so. That's her bread and butter. And honestly, I think that she loves doing music. I just think
Yeah.
that there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we are unaware
Aware
of.
of.
And we might have an inkling about it, but we don't know for certain. And I also
Absolutely.
think that you know, she's trying to protect herself in some way. I honestly think that she thinks this is the best route for her, but I don't. And I don't even know if she really believes what she said, because a lot of the questions Erica asked her, if you really was listening, she didn't really answer it. She didn't know what to say. That's when she was like, the president is dashing and ravishing, and from queens like me. It was a joke, in my opinion. So I just was like, girl, what?
Yeah. So what do you think about Erica?
Erica who?
Erica.
Oh, Erica Kerr?
Yes.
Oh, please. She's like tap dance, tap dance, tap dance, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We know you have influence. Thank you. I know you don't believe what you're saying, but thank you. We don't even like you, but thank you. Keep tap dancing, girl. Thank you. That's how I think of Erica.
How do I feel about this? I don't know. I guess I don't know.
I see the struggle of freedom of speech because all Nikki
Yes,
did was
definitely.
speak her mind, and it has
Whether I
costed
like her or not, I don't follow her like that, but I think she has a right to do that. I think we all do.
Mhm.
And
We do.
and people
We
have a
do.
right to say, I don't want to follow you because I don't share in your core beliefs.
Yeah.
And I think that she's okay with that, you know. And Erica, I think that she's just stepping in a place where her husband, I just always think that there are powers behind all this. There's other
Somebody got to be
forces.
guiding her.
There's other forces behind this.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I think that if she didn't care, if she really didn't care, she wouldn't have deactivated her Instagram. I think that she didn't expect that much heat. I don't think she expected that many people to unfollow her. I would honestly believe that she really was like, I'm fine with it, if she would have just kept her Instagram or whatever it was that she deactivated. But I don't know. I feel like freedom of speech is one thing, but people are also able to make their own decisions. And I also think that it's kind of like a cop-out if she's like, I could say what I want, but then think that there is no consequences. You know what I mean? You can't say things that might be hurtful to other people or that might isolate a group of people or that is an untruth. Like, do you agree with what she said about Black women. We need to realize, like, you know, we can love who we are without making white women have to apologize about having blonde hair and blue eyes. It's just like certain things she said. People are like, wait, what are you talking about?
I didn't understand the part when she said, let boys be boys. I've been asking that because I've already talked about this, but this is a repeat. So you can find me venting about this. And about the blonde girl, I just felt like, I don't understand why she would say that, but this lets me know that her family was an immigrant. She doesn't come from slavery. She doesn't understand the back. So I don't know. I just feel as though what she said about the blonde, I thought it was just insulting, because you're saying for me as a Black woman, take a back seat to a white woman because she has blonde hair, blue eyes. We are so over that.
Yeah, but I also think your family may have not been a part of American chattel slavery. But if we're going to really talk about slavery, that's why it was called the triangular trade, right? So there was slavery in the Caribbean. So you can be a Black slave in the Caribbean. They were dropped off first. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me ask you,
might not be
so is the Caribbeans called Hades?
I mean, it's a part of the Caribbean.
Okay, I just
like
didn't
the Caribbean,
know. I wanted to know.
You know, in the Caribbean Sea, the Caribbean islands, like Jamaica, St. Lucia, Haiti. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And Black people are all over the place. We're in
all
the
over
Caribbean.
the world.
We're in North America. We're in South America. We like chattel slavery happened not just in America. It happened in the Caribbean too. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. You may not have ties to American chattel slavery, but your family have ties to chattel slavery in the Caribbean. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But even if you don't you don't feel the same way because historically you're not from America, you still are a Black woman, and you still should be conscious and cognizant of what you're saying and how it can be interpreted. Even I feel like maybe if she articulated herself better, it would have been more helpful, because you also left a lot of room for people to assume. And I think it's also because when Erica asked her questions, I feel like she wasn't very knowledgeable. She didn't know what to say. There was a lot of, to me, like just fluff in her responses.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you're talking to somebody that's from New York City that knew about mixtape Nicki Minaj before she was big time Nicki Minaj. Like, you know, growing up listening to her. And to me, she's a disappointment. So it's like, I don't even care about the political side. You can choose to be whatever political side you want to be on. But you being there and the things that you said were irresponsible and they weren't nice. Like, it's just, to me, it just speaks to who she is and who she's become. And I don't know, it's just wild. It's wild to witness.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me because I've always thought that she was mean anyway. So, but you're right.
And she comes across, and this is a deeper thing to me. She comes across very anti-Black American to me. Like, even when she was going through her nonsense with Little Kim, we know historically what they called us, and what they referenced Black people to monkeys. So even when she was going through her beef with Little Kim, and she likened Little Kim to Bubbles, which was Michael Jackson's monkey, remember? And then in that same song, she said, "Stupid hoes," and she said, my kitchen is good, y'all nappy head hoes. Basically, that was also a play on Don Imus, when, remember, he referred to the female Black basketball players as nappy-headed hoes. You got to pay attention to stuff like that. And that's why we can't just gloss over these Black celebrities that come into the mix and say these harmful things. And then we'd be like, oh, it's okay, because there are always underlying meanings to it. And Nicki Minaj happens to be very smart. Somebody with her wordplay, she knows what she's doing. She's a smart woman, and she did that intentionally. And to me, that speaks more volumes. I don't like xenophobia within our community. Absolutely. You understand? Even if there are cultural differences, and I just honestly believe that this is no surprise. So when I saw this, I just looked at her like, "Girl, bye." We're gonna see 2 years from now. We're gonna probably even see a year from now where this takes you. But in quite honest, be quite honest with you, I honestly feel like it's not even about her being on the right side or the left side.
Okay.
It's more about what you're saying and the meaning and the intent behind it. That's the dangerous part.
I agree. I agree. I have addressed it.
Mhm.
I just didn't understand when she said, let the boys be boys. And I couldn't understand about why would you say it's like we owe the white woman with the blonde hair, the blue eyes, we owe them what? Like, I didn't understand where that came from or why did she say it, you know?
I think because
It's just
also,
superior too.
yeah, I think I've been seeing not like a trend, but people talking about it on TikTok as it pops up on my feed occasionally about how there's just some Black people within the community that are starting to say that they are starting to see that the white hate is unwarranted.
Oh,
And they're just like, why are we hating on the
Okay.
white people so harshly? So that's like maybe where that could be coming from. Like, let's give them a break. Let's not charge them for what their ancestors did and stuff like that.
Well, there'll always be some people who think that way.
it'll be, you're
I'm
right.
not one of them, but to each their own.
Yep, to
You're
each
right.
their own.
Well, we so appreciate you calling in. You
Yes.
made our night.
Hope you enjoyed your holidays as well.
We do.
Thank you. I did, and I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday
We
season too.
did.
And
We
just
did.
I love your channel. Keep doing the great work.
Thank you so much, South Sunflower. We appreciate you calling in. We show up every Friday around 7:00, and just it's just really for people to vent over the events that happen during the week.
Mm-hmm.
To call
Oh,
in.
great. Okay.
You know, because sometimes because when I was coming up, I wish that they had stuff where you could just call in and say how you felt about what you felt over the airwaves. You know, we have so many liberties today,
Yes, we really do.
you know, and I think with
Yeah.
these liberties comes with a lot of responsibilities. And I think a lot of
Absolutely.
people get caught and they say things out of their mouths and have no idea of what they said. I think before she went, she should have been coached.
Yeah.
She should have been
Absolutely.
coached. Somebody should have told
And
her
that's
what was
not-
the question. She should have been prepared
Mm-hmm.
because you could tell she said something and then didn't want to say it. She should have been coached. I felt that.
Yeah, it did feel like she
Yeah,
was
that's
walking
what I
eggshells.
said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, thank you for calling in, and we so appreciate
Appreciate
it so much. Mwah.
Of course.
So hopefully
care.
we'll get
Thank
to
you.
hear from you next week. Please all call. It could be anything
Yes.
that, you know, we name a whole bunch of things that we're talking about. But if you even think that it's something interesting and we ought to know and you want to talk about it, this is what
Let's
this
bring it to our
platform is
attention.
about.
I
This
just
is-
want to say to Baby Cone, I watched the what is it, the Clarissa Remy Mom Papoose video, and it was so good. But
Oh,
I
thank
was
you.
just like, yeah, I think that topic is so interesting, and yeah, it's a mess, but it's so interesting, and I feel like people are talking about it ad nauseum. But it's a topic because I think at first people thought Remy was in the wrong, but it's so much coming out to show that she really wasn't the one out cheating first. And then seeing the whole situation with Clarissa, it's just like, I feel like she doesn't realize she's being manipulated by Papoose, and it's just sad. But yeah, I enjoyed that video.
You know,
okay.
before you go, what I
Thank
think
you.
about Papoose is I think that he loved Remy. And I think that Remy started changing. She started getting slim, dressing hip. And I guess she just wanted a new flavor. And I think that she went out and just had a little affair and it got bad. And it could have been that they've been cheating on each other. But Papoose said something to me, said something on the Breakfast Club recently that it won me over. And he said, you all know me when she was locked up. You all know me. You ain't never hear about me with another woman. Why would that be out now? And I thought that was a good point.
That's a valid point.
It's like, you know me. It's not like he was saying to Charlemagne and the other guy. You know me. You know me.
Oh, Andy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what you know
No,
me.
I think that you could think you know somebody, but no one knows the in and outs of anyone's relationship. There's always nuances to anyone's relationship behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
And also, you know, I think that I don't know if you watched the Tamron Hall interview, but they even mentioned in the Tamron Hall interview that they were talking, they had started communicating through DM in 2020. So they're like telling on themselves without realizing they're telling on themselves.
I think that
and that was before Remy was with Evie the Block or any of that for that matter. But the thing about it that makes it so messed up is that Clarissa reached out to Remy Ma through Instagram to befriend her and ask her for styling tips before Remy had any clue that she was messing with Papoose. So I think that's the problem in itself, that she tried to befriend Remy to get styling tips, and now you're with her husband because he's not even divorced. So
and that's what I thought they were divorced. I thought they were divorced.
No, they're married. And Remy wants the divorce, and she said Papoose is not signing the papers. So that's why I'm like, a person can look one way and be a whole nother way in a relationship. You just never know. A person could be a great talker, and you could think that he's loving and doting, and he could be the husband or a boyfriend from hell. But what I'm saying is, I just think what kind of made me look at their situation weird is the fact that Clarissa tried to befriend Remy. And then she turns on her the same way with Layla Ali, who was mentoring her. And then she turns on her. I just think Clarissa is very problematic.
I don't like Clarissa.
I think the situation is messy.
I don't like her. I think she's a hood rat personally. I think she's classless. I don't like her at all. She's a big fat bully to me. And she looks like an idiot to me. This is how I really feel. She looks like an idiot. You sitting up there with a married man, defending him on a show. You look stupid. And I'm sorry.
I think,
I can't.
That's why I need to pay it. Like, look, if you can and look into it more, if you realize, like, imagine somebody reaching out to you on Instagram, asking you for tips and saying, oh, I love the way you dress. And you feel like, oh, girl, no problem. Like, I'm older than you, I don't mind. I'm going to take you in. And you're trying to help them, you're giving them advice. You're telling them good job when they fighting. And all the time she's scoping out your husband. That says more about Papoose than it does Remy. And then now you're on the Tamron Hall show saying that she got into your DMs first in 2020. So not only did you get into his wife's DMs, now you got into his DMs. What kind of game are we playing here? You understand?
And she did the same thing with Layla Ali.
I don't think Remy is. I think Remy looks like the bad guy because she is aggressive. People know her history, and I think it looks that way. But I think it's easy to peg her that way. But I think if you talk about that topic and you just do some research and you Google and you see it, you'll be like, oh my God. And even Clarissa's just like, it's a pattern with Clarissa.
It is a pattern.
How she is with women. And I think that stems from her childhood. She said her mother was on drugs. Like, her mother wasn't really there. She didn't raise her. She was raised by her grandmother. So I understand, like, maybe she's distrusting when it comes to women. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, she's rough around. And I can see how that can translate into her when she befriends women, maybe turning on them. But it doesn't make it okay. Go seek help, get counseling, whatever you need to do, because what she's doing and how she's showing up is totally out of order. But I think it's easy to peg Remy as the one that was like just trying to go and leave. She said that he had been cheating on her even when she was in jail. Like, she found out that he was messing around with some of his old baby mamas when she got out of jail. She said that she was giving him money and she made him her manager. Now Papoose is Clarissa's manager. You understand what I'm saying? It's just wild. The whole situation is wild.
Wild.
It is wild. It's far out. Interesting story.
Yeah, for real.
It really is.
The story that keeps on giving.
Well, before you go, I might as well ask you about one more story, and then I'm gonna seriously let you go. What do you think about the Reiner, the son?
The who?
Rob Reiner.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, what do you
that
think?
Is terrible.
Yeah, I had to
think
get
that. I think that is just so tragic. I think the fact that the daughter found them like that is just so traumatic. I really feel sorry for them to go out that way. I know they said that he created a movie about the son because clearly he had mental issues. I just think all around it's a sad situation. I mean, I hate that happened.
Yeah.
I honestly do think that the son probably needed to be institutionalized maybe a few years ago. You know what I mean? I don't know, because what could it possibly take for you to snap like that and just kill your parents? I think it's such a sad situation, and I feel bad for the daughter for finding her parents that way. I just feel bad for the surviving children.
But the rumor mill is that he has been in confrontations with them before. This is not the first time, but you could see that though. So I could believe that. Yeah, I could believe it. I did a reading on that and I pulled that up, and I feel as though the mother was more baby into him than Ryan was. I mean, Rob. Probably so.
Yeah, they were like polar opposites.
They were polar opposites in the reading. They were totally opposite. And the mother, I remember she was the only card that wasn't a person, and she had the 3 of spades with the 3 pierced in her heart. It was right there in the card reading.
I don't know. I just think it's so sad. I mean, imagine, like, who thinks they're gonna? How old were they? 72 and 74.
He was 70.
76?
Was he 78? No, he was 70 something, and she was 67 or
was it like 68 and 72?
Yeah, something like that. I thought he was 76.
Wow.
Somewhere like that.
That's sad.
That's bad. But
I just think it's tragic. I think it's a tragic situation that should have never happened.
Yeah, he was 78. I think she was 68 or 67, something like that. And in today's
70.
time, in today's time, I feel as though they died young because they seemed like they were overall healthy.
Most definitely.
I'm sure they had some old people disease or problems, but they looked healthy and well, going to parties, so they weren't limited in their living. And it's such a shame that their lives was taken.
Yes,
that twilight of their years has been robbed from them because of a son that they didn't want to accept, or the mother didn't want to accept the fact that he was volatile and that he was angry. And he took them out. Sad.
That's so sad.
Well, thank you so much for calling. You're calling from New York, right?
Yes.
All right, New York.
Yes,
it was good. Please, if you call, we end on Fridays. If we start at 7, and if you have anything you want to say or you want to bring anything new to the table, by all means, please. We're really trying to get this thing up and going.
Yes.
So thank you.
Absolutely. I think you guys are doing a great job. Just keep at it. And, it'll steadily build your following. I just love the two of you. You guys have such a great dynamic. So just keep it up.
Thank you. Hopefully we'll see you next week. If not, Happy New Year's and have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed year.
Yes.
Thank you. Same to you. Take care. Bye.
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 Oh, thank you. So if there's anybody out there that want to call in, I'll let the line stay open for another. You choose to call in, you're welcome. So in the meanwhile, we'll talk about our last conversation. I thought New York was a breath of fresh air.
Yes,
I loved her. You know who she reminded me of?
Who?
Dana. Who kicked us?
Sorry, guys, my bad. Didn't mean to do that. Still working with the.
Is it working now?
Yeah.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, accidentally hit the back button.
Okay. Well, anyway, we were getting ready to go out, but I so enjoyed Miss New York. It was refreshing. It was informative.
Yes, I did see that Lizzo. I did find that Lizzo.
Oh, could you play that?
Play for it.
Yes. Yeah, play this Lizzo. Let me move out the way. Play that Lizzo.
Getting text like
Sorry. Wait a minute. And tell me what you think, but I'm going to leave on this. So please, we'll make a brief. You haven't seen it.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
So I'm getting texts like about Nikki, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't even know. Then, I researched and saw what was going on. And I'm going to say it like this. Celebrities' opinions of other celebrities does not matter. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. So my opinion of her does not matter. But what I will tell you is you're about to see an influx of people who see that it is more profitable and more beneficial to join that side. You're going to see it. It already started. And it's going to continue. This is his first year. This is Trump's first year as president. We got 3 more years of people who are going to surprise you. And it's going to hurt your feelings and it's going to disappoint you. And you have to know that, like, there's money behind everything. There are privileges behind every move people in these positions make. And I'm not surprised.
Wow.
Yep, y'all heard it out of Lizzo's mouth herself.
Hollywood.
2026.
2026.
Be prepared.
But I already knew when I saw Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting at the table with what do they call MAGA. So it's there. It's there. You see it. And even New York talked about it. It's like it's happening. However, I feel as though if you want to jump ship, jump ship. If you want to go. That's your right. Our ancestors died for the right. And this pocketing and saying, I'm going to stay here because my mother was this, my father was this, and that, and that. People are choosing and people are breaking traditions. So we got 3 more years. And me, where do I stand? I'm a show me kind of person.
Yes.
Show me. Show me. You president, it's nothing I could do about it. You made it. You got there, as far as I know, fair and square. So you do what you do. And at the end, I judge.
Yeah.
Did it hurt or hinder? Do I want you back in that office or not? But one thing, if I'm not clear on anything, whenever you want to rebuild something, you got to tear down the old structure. Okay. And when things are being torn down, it's very, very painful. And maybe this is just the beginning. And maybe the next president will come and have to finish to revamp our Constitution so it could be fit for everyone. Yes. And a lot of those old ways of thinking need to be revitalized. And about the immigration, about all of these things, we really need to sit down and do it. And a lot has to do with the Constitution. And I do think that we should have a group of people together, masters, presidents, ex-presidents, a group of people that the powerful, the known, and sit down and talk about it. And I think and cast the vote out to the people and let the people decide also.
Yeah,
what do definitely. You think?
You have a collaborative effort with everybody on every level.
Yeah, and what do we think? And the master's rule. That's what I think.
So every voice is heard.
Every voice is heard that want to be heard. I do believe in that. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, you got capitalists. They're about money, business. I don't think I'm that. I think that I'm nothing right now.
Right.
Because I don't want to be pigeonholed in any religion. I mean, see what I mean? Any politics. It seems like a religion with a chokehold. And until I can see that it is cleaned up and worthy, I say what I say, but I'm out. You understand what I'm saying? Because until it cleans itself, it's like it's dirty. Yeah. You get another dirty, and it just stayed dirty. And and somebody's got to come in and shake it up. And because they're shaking it up, it looks so dirty. And now I'm like, is it dirty?
Exactly.
Was it dirty? So I don't know. So I have to wait it out. I got 3 years to see what this guy, what our president is going to do. And I want to know if Barack Obama is going to run again. He says it's up to us. I don't know if that was AI generated, but that's a rule that needs to be settled too, that you can only run for 8 years. I think an age should be implemented. I think at my honest opinion,
retirement age. Well, that
retirement age. I think
72.
I think 68.
No, they just recently changed it. As of 2026, the new retirement age is 72.
Oh, 72. I would say it can't be 62.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes, they upped it.
They did?
Yes, they sure did.
So you're going to be working with backache, feet hurt? What? It's going to be a lot of people going to their graves.
Hey, listen, everybody wants to work
Woo.
until they're in their grave, so they're just like, fine.
That's true, because people was retiring saying, look, I want to go and going back to work, getting their retirement money and working. So I guess you're right.
Mhm.
See what freedom does?
Yes.
See?
Look what we got ourselves into, guys.
Right. See. Well, anyway, we hope you enjoyed this recap of news and what was going on. We thank you so much, New York, for calling in.
Thank you.
Be blessed and have a wonderful, wonderful New Year's. We hope to see you and we hope to hear from you again. And for all of you who have called in the past,
Yes.
thank you so much for supporting us. And also for every last one of you who watched these when they were no longer live, and you watch us and you support us.
Yes,
Thank you to all of you, and to all of you, have a happy Christmas weekend, and have a wonderful, wonderful New Year's.
Yes.
And then God will, and why wouldn't he? We see you next Friday with more stuff to talk about.
Yes.
That won't be New Year's Eve, will it? Nope. That'll be New Year's Day.
Yeah, so I think Thursday will come because January 1st is on a Friday. Hold up, guys. No,
New
I
Year's,
gotta check.
just New Year's. Oh, I'm up there thinking about.
December 31st is on a Wednesday. So that means the beginning of the year starts on a Thursday
Of next week.
So we'll see you guys on Wednesday night at 11 p.m. instead of Friday. So you can bring in the New Year's with us. Because we want to watch the ball drop.
Okay, so we're going to do that. So we still might come that Friday, but we'll be clear. But then we'll see you that Wednesday. I'm glad we fixed that.
Yes, we did.
But we said we was going to do our Fridays.
Yes.
So we have to do our Fridays.
Okay.
So we'll
You'll
see
all
you
get 2
Wednesday.
lives.
We'll see you Wednesday. This will be an hour or so, right? It won't be much of nothing. So with that being said, we thank you for joining us. Please become a sunflower and spread that sweet love of seeds all in the earth. God knows the earth needs to be watered with love. With love. And if all of us vibe on that, we can cause miracles to happen. Yes. So with that being said, we thank you for joining us. If you like us, hype us up. If you have any comments, leave them down below. And what else do we say?
Like, give this video a thumbs up, share this if anybody likes this content. And now I think we've shared everything.
And you know what we say?
Sunflowers!